Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Amazon Black Business Accelerator webinar. Very pleased to have you all join us today. My name is Ken Evans, President for the Urban Chamber of Commerce, and what I'll do is just get a couple of administrative items out of the way, and then we will dive right into today's webinar. First and foremost, what I'd like to let everyone know is that there'll be the ability to type in questions into the chat. We'll have some individuals that will be monitoring the chat throughout the presentation. So by all means, if you have questions, please type them in the chat. But what I would suggest to you is that some of the questions may be addressed during the presentation by both of our speakers. So that'll be one way. In addition to that, I want to let everyone know that this is being recorded, and we do plan to put it on the Urban Chamber as well as Congressman Horsford's web page. So you'll be able to go back and look at it as well as share it with other individuals. In addition to that, possibly it'll be available via Facebook link through our pages as well. So that should cover all the administrative items. So once again, welcome to everyone. The Urban Chamber is pleased to participate in this collaboration, first with Congressman Horsford and his office and team. Thank you very much, Congressman. In addition to that, we're very pleased to say welcome to the Urban Chamber family to Amazon. We look forward to collaborating with you, and we see today's webinar as a launch, if you will, to an ongoing partnership and collaboration. This is very exciting. You know, there's been a lot of challenges during the past 12 to 18 months, and this is an example of how the corporate partners can create opportunities as well as provide assistance in many cases to segments of the population that may have been disproportionately impacted. With that, what I'd like to start out by first doing is inviting someone who has been an ongoing supporter, friend, partner, collaborator, whatever adjective or noun you want to use. This individual has been great. Congressman Horsford, we really appreciate you making this happen, as well as opportunities like this happen throughout the past 12 to 18 months and even before. Without further ado, Congressman Horsford, welcome, and we look forward to your remarks.
Well, greetings and thank you, Ken, and the entire Urban Chamber of Commerce team for everything that you do to support Black businesses specifically, and all small businesses throughout our community. And a special welcome and thank you to Amazon for making space for this important conversation. I've been working with Amazon here in my district for many years now, and very excited with Troy, Claire, and the team at Amazon for everything that they're doing. The investments, the fulfillment centers, the jobs, and today we're talking about business, which I love. For many of you, you may not know, but I was an entrepreneur myself before coming back to Congress, and I know how hard it is to run a business, to secure contracts, to grow your business, and to really make an impact by being able to hire people and help transform our communities. So because of that experience, I have a very big priority in my office to do more to help all of our small businesses, and particularly our Black, Latino, Asian American businesses that sometimes may not get the same opportunities to grow as others. Black businesses were hit especially hard, as you said, Ken, during the pandemic. Between February and April of last year, Black business ownership declined by more than 40%. That's actually the largest decline among any racial group. Black businesses faced unique burdens in recovery, including higher barriers to being able to access and receive the PPP loans and other support that we worked hard to provide in Congress. But today, Black businesses are rebounding, and that's another important message that we want to get out here. Early data suggests that startups surged in Black neighborhoods after federal stimulus payments went out. showing the impact that even a modest amount of launch capital can really have and make in someone believing in their dream to start their own small business. I believe that our small businesses right here in Southern Nevada are going to be the bellwethers for future economic growth and success. And you all are the lifeblood of this community and our ability to build back better in a more equitable and inclusive way. That's why I am so excited about the Black Business Accelerators, like the one that we're going to hear about today. These accelerators help to provide the financial support that our businesses need to get off the ground, but even more importantly, they provide the mentorship, guidance, and marketing support that Black businesses can use to compete and win. Amazon is committed to highlighting Black excellence and Black entrepreneurship. And I know the Urban Chamber is working hard. I've been a member of the Urban Chamber, and I really value all that they do through the events like the one that we're having today to make sure that Black entrepreneurs know that the support is available and that we all are here to help you succeed. So thank you again, Ken, for your partnership. Really appreciate everything that the Urban Chamber is doing. And I'd like for you to talk more about the Urban Chamber's role in this Black Business Accelerator and to introduce our other speakers. Thank you all for joining, and let's get to business.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Congressman. Appreciate your kind remarks as well as your inspiring, targeted remarks this morning. Just to let everyone know, the Urban Chamber has been a platform for resources and a portal to connect our members and beyond to resources throughout the past 12 to 18 months. But even prior to COVID, we do things like capital connections to connect our members to capital to grow or start a business, as well as contract connections to get our members connected to corporate partners like Amazon and the program that they'll introduce here today. So we pledge to you that the Urban Chamber of Commerce is here for you as a small, diverse business owner. In addition to that, we pay attention to a core group of Black businesses that are part of our chamber membership, as well as the overall business community. And we want to make sure that we address the disparate impact that COVID had with the understanding that there were some pre-existing conditions from a socioeconomic standpoint that was impacting our small, diverse businesses prior to COVID. So with that, we greatly appreciate the fact that Amazon is joining the Urban Chamber family. In particular, we anticipate them making a huge impact right here in the Vegas community, similar to what they're already doing across the country. And we look forward to getting the specific details from the Amazon team here today that we can move forward and implement. And with that, I'd like to introduce our first guest speaker here today. Look forward to an ongoing collaboration. I'd like to welcome Alyssa Betts. She is the director for the Amazon Customer Trust and Public Protection Group. So without further ado, Ms. Betts, welcome to the Urban Chamber family, and please share, if you will, the progress that we hope to make here.
Absolutely. Thank you for the warm welcome and embracing the Amazon team into the family. And thank you, Representative Horsford, for having opening remarks for this event today. Really glad to see you. We're very excited to be here to share more about Amazon's Black Business Accelerator. This is an initiative we've launched to help build sustainable equity and growth for Black-owned businesses by positioning them as successful sellers in our store. As Ken said, my name is Alyssa Betts, and I'm the Director of Public Policy at Amazon, and I lead our brand protection and customer trust team. One of the best things about my job is that I get to share about Amazon's policies and programs related to small businesses, brands, anti-counterfeiting protection, and product safety benefits that benefits our customers and partners with business leaders like yourselves. In fact, just a few days ago, I met with a small business partner who sells her product in our stores. And I learned how she got started, what's working well, and how our tools help protect her business and find new customers. I hope I get to learn about your stories today as well. At Amazon, supporting small and medium-sized businesses is foundational to our work and an extension of our customer-centric culture. In Nevada alone, there are more than 19,000 small and medium businesses and independent authors growing their businesses with Amazon. Last year, Amazon invested more than $18 billion in logistics, tools, programs, and people to help our selling partners manage and grow their businesses. We're also invested in supporting minority-owned businesses. Today, I want to share how we're continuing to support Black-owned businesses, specifically through the Black Business Accelerator. Together with our Black Employee Network, Minority Business Development Agency, U.S. Black Chambers, and others, we developed the BBA as a program designed to give Black entrepreneurs the resources they need to help address inequities and optimize success selling on Amazon. We are excited and optimistic to embark upon this journey to welcome many more Black business owners to the opportunities of selling on Amazon to help generate wealth for themselves, their employees, and their communities. Now let me introduce you to my colleague, Maxine Gray, who will walk us through how the Black Business Accelerator will work and how you can participate. Let me tell you a little about Maxine. She's been with Amazon for 4 years. In that time, she has used her creativity and passion to build effective strategic communications and brand marketing campaigns focused on intersectionality and inclusivity. Most recently, she enthusiastically took on the role of Senior Program Manager on our Small Business Empowerment team to build the seller mentorship components of the Black Business Accelerator. She's a brand humanizer, culture maker, and strategist on behalf of customers and communities that have been historically marginalized. And it's my pleasure to introduce you to her today. Maxine?
Thank you for the introduction, Alyssa. Good morning, everyone. From another sunny place, I reside in Dallas, Texas, and I'm excited to be here with you this morning to share some exciting news. At Amazon, our mission is to be Earth's most customer-centric company, and we do that through a couple of ways focused on our customers. First, we are customer obsessed about the selection that we provide to individuals who shop on Amazon.com. We want to make sure that we have a wide variety that truly meets the growing and changing needs of all of our customers. Second, we focus on price. We are interested in lowering costs so that customers can truly shop for whatever they need at the best price. Third, we focus on the fact that we want the site to be convenient for you. So you can pick up your phone, open up your laptop at any time. We know you lead really busy lives as customers. And so we want to prioritize convenience in the shopping experience. So that's a little bit about who we are as a company and why our goal and our mission is to become Earth's most customer-centric company. And that leads me to why the opportunity to sell on Amazon.com is something that we're focused on making sure that we provide also to the Black business community. So according to our US seller data, from April 1st, 2020 through March 31st, 2021, third-party seller products accounted for more than half of all items sold in our store, more than half. And we've seen that selling online, in particular selling on Amazon, almost instantly unlocks this powerful economic engine. You're almost instantly connected to more than 300 million Amazon customers. And we think that this is an instant opportunity to sell your products, but also to connect with new and growing customer bases. Particularly through the pandemic months, which were highlighted a little earlier, between April 2020 and January 2021, we found that our seller partners actually had increased sales of 55% year over year. Now that's great growth, and we want to make sure that Black businesses can participate in this success and have access to this opportunity. On the slide, you'll see some additional statistics. We just want to reiterate that this is a great opportunity, especially for our small and medium-sized businesses, to be a part of the success that grows every single day on the site. Our reach, again, just reiterating the reach of Amazon and why this is a great opportunity. Amazon is currently the #1 shopping destination for more than half of shoppers who earn more than $100,000 per year. Now, why are we sharing that? We're sharing that because that means that these are customers who have disposable income, customers who can see products and purchase them because they have the income to support that. That includes more than 300 million customers worldwide, more than 200 million customers who are Prime members. We just had Prime Day a couple weeks ago. And we know that more than 212 million US monthly visitors actually visit Amazon.com each and every month. So that exposure, that access and to that opportunity is pretty large. So again, a little more about our customers. So if you think about how long it takes to build a brand, so you think of some of your most well-loved brands that you see when you walk down the aisles, it took many years for those brands to build that brand equity and that brand loyalty. And on our site, what we provide is an opportunity to allow you to introduce your products to individuals who've never been exposed to it. And so we know that 75% of customers visit Amazon to actually discover new products and brands. And that 78% of shoppers, when they are searching, actually have a brand agnostic approach. And so they're looking for the best product for them. It may not be a product that they've ever engaged with or supported, but they're open to it on our site, and our site facilitates that ability to be more open to new brands. And 52% of our shoppers are more willing to buy from a brand that they're not familiar with, again, than they would be at any other store where maybe they're used to purchasing that same product that maybe their entire family has used for many generations. So this information just supports the fact that this opportunity to sell on Amazon.com truly does open up this opportunity to reach new and growing customer bases that you may not have engaged with before. So what is the Black Business Accelerator? So it represents a 4-year, $150 million commitment to providing financial support, strategic business guidance and mentorship, and marketing and promotional support to truly help Black business owners succeed as sellers in our store. As Alyssa mentioned, so the vision of this accelerator actually came from one of our employees. Fun fact, I actually worked with Tiffany Johnson, that's the creator of the BBA. I actually worked with her in my very first job at Amazon. So I think it's pretty cool that it's come full circle and she's been a part of this great opportunity to support Black-owned businesses. But she had this idea. One of our 14 leadership principles at Amazon is to think big. And so we're encouraged to know that ideas can come from anywhere in our company, from our fulfillment centers to our corporate offices. And she had this idea. She wrote up a document. She presented it to leaders. She's also a part of our Black Employee Network, so they were a part of this as well. She presented it, and the leadership agreed that this was something that we needed to invest in and commit to. So she was able to create this in partnership with our small business empowerment team. And we also have additional partners, which include the Minority Business Development Agency and the U.S. Black Chambers, Inc. We know that we will be able to do this work with partners, and we can't do it alone. And so we're excited about the opportunity to continue to partner and expand those strategic partnerships that we have. But we really want to, as Alyssa mentioned, we want to build that sustainable equity and growth for our Black-owned selling businesses. And we have different ways to do that. So I'll share a little more later in the presentation, but that's sort of the vision behind where the BBA came from. Why now? So we all know that historically Black businesses have had less access to capital, mentorship, networks, and things that really facilitate growth of businesses. And we are significantly underrepresented in retail. So we represent about 6% of retail, whereas we represent about 14% of the US population. And so we know that not only is this the current fact, but in addition, through the COVID-19 pandemic, that was heightened, right? It was increased. And so we know that Black businesses are struggling right now and they continue to struggle. We want to be a part of that solution and do our part to try to create this economic opportunity. So the program itself, so a few details about the program. So eligibility includes being a US-based business, being a certified Black-owned business, which I'll cover a little later in the presentation, selling a physical product. So we've had questions around, well, if I have a service-based business or, what qualifies for the Black Business Accelerator, you have to have a physical product that you can actually sell on Amazon.com. And last but not least, to be an Amazon US professional seller account. That is a different type of account, and we'll talk about that as well. So those are sort of the main areas of criteria to be eligible. And you can join today. So once you visit the site, you can sign up, go through the process, and join today. The program pillars, again, as I mentioned, there are three. First and foremost, we know that financial assistance is extremely important. And so we have exciting news to share that today we are launching the application for our $10,000 cash grants, and we'll talk a little more about that later. But we know that that's pivotal and that's crucial. So that is a key pillar of this program. Business education and mentorship. One of the really cool things about this program is that you get access to 1 year of strategic advisory services. So we actually have account managers who you'll be assigned an account manager, and you'll be able to walk with them for the next year to figure out what's the best way to optimize discoverability for your product on Amazon.com. What's the best way to advertise it, to promote it? What are the different opportunities that we have to feature and showcase your products? And so we want to make sure that you have a year minimum of that kind of ability to walk alongside someone who can help you develop your unique strategy. Marketing and promotional support. So access to those opportunities, as I mentioned, to be featured as a storefront, just different things that improve the discoverability of your product on the site. So we want to be intentional about that and make sure that we are seeking out new opportunities to position your product in front of customers so that you can grow your customer base. So a little more on the benefits, and I'll have slides for each section as well. But just at a high level, these are kind of at a glance what the benefits look like. Again, reiterating the 12 months of strategic advisory services. We provide a $500 credit within your account when you sign up. We provide complimentary imaging services for up to 50 products. As you and I know, we are very visual people. And so we want to be able to see that product. We want to make sure that it looks well when someone is searching for your product. So we want to make sure that you have really great images to really put your best foot forward when you're connecting with those new customers. Access to $400 in advertising credits. Again, that increases the exposure that your products have to new customer bases. Marketing and promotion, again, ways that we can continue to position your product in front of customers and kind of give you that opportunity for those spotlights. The opportunity to apply for the $10,000 cash grants. These are for select sellers, and we've partnered with an organization called Hello Alice to administer the grant on our behalf. And so we're excited to share that information with you as well. And then access to mentorship programs. That's actually what I'm really excited about. That's my role. So I'm working on continuing to find ways to help expand the networks, the information, the resources that really will help position you as a successful business in general, as well as a successful seller on Amazon.com. So diving a little deeper into each of the pillars. So one-on-one strategic support. Again, this gives you an opportunity to talk to someone on a consistent basis to find out what is special about your product. What do we have to offer as a site to help set you up for success? And so this individual knows the site inside and out, and they are excited to partner with you throughout the next year. Also evaluating some of the things that people have a lot of questions about, like what is fulfillment by Amazon? What does that look like? Is that a fit for my business? Am I at the stage where this is something that I would like to do? And then in addition, connecting you to that dedicated network of business mentors where we want to invest in you as an entrepreneur first, and then also as a seller on Amazon as well. The benefits, as I mentioned, the imaging is really important. So we want to make sure that you have access to for up to 50 products, that you have access to images that really will position your product well as people are searching on the site. And then the credit for the startup cost. So you'll receive that credit within your account as well once you register as a professional seller account. The advertising credits, again, these are just some of the different ways where you'll be able to utilize these credits. Similar to any other platform on e-commerce where you are able to advertise, we have a system set up as well for Amazon.com where you'll be able to explore with your account manager exactly what's right for your business right now. And then as you continue to grow and continue to scale, there will be other opportunities as well. Business spotlight. So I know I mentioned, the Amazon customer, and then I mentioned the Amazon business customer, but just for definition, so B2C is business to customer. So that's directly to anyone who's searching, you or I, who are searching on Amazon. And then we also have Amazon business, which is where large companies, organizations, institutions are shopping on behalf of that entity, shopping on Amazon. And so you actually have access to both for the B2C opportunity and then the B2B. And for example, 92 of the largest hospital systems in the country actually utilize Amazon business. So they're searching there. And so your products could be positioned in front of those organizations who utilize Amazon business, in addition to the everyday customer on Amazon.com. So program benefits, what we're going to talk about, the cash grant. So again, they launched today, Thursday, July 1st. They are $10,000 cash grants, no strings attached. It's just a recognition that we know that capital investment is really important for businesses, and especially Black-owned businesses. And so we want to be a part of providing that investment in your business so that you can do the things that you would like to do. Business education and mentorship, again, we're working on that in partnership with our two strategic partners, as well as a lot of other leaders who we're connecting with who have been successful in business, who are Black-owned businesses and Black entrepreneurs as well. So really quick, we have been piloting this program for months. And so even before we announced it on June 15th, we piloted it for many months, and we're excited to share that we have Black business owners who are selling in our store who have already seen success. So we're excited about the businesses that will become a part of the Accelerator now, but we also are very proud of the businesses who have been a part of the pilot and have experienced success. So we're going to play a quick video of one of our amazing Black Business Accelerator participants, Toyin Kolawale. She is the founder and creator of Iya Foods. So we're going to hear a little bit about her story really quickly.
I'm Toyi Kolawale, founder of Iya Foods. Growing up in Lagos, Nigeria, food, family, and entrepreneurship were always at the center of my life. So it was only natural that I start a business highlighting the diverse flavors and ingredients I grew up enjoying with my family. And I love sharing my delicious flours, baking mixes, and spices with the world. Selling on Amazon has provided Iya Foods immediate access to a huge customer base, allowing us to offer our innovative products directly to millions of potential customers. Since joining the Black Business Accelerator pilot, I've worked with my account manager to set and accomplish strategic goals for my business. I'm excited to see Iya Foods continue to grow with the knowledge and networks I'll build through this program. Thank you.
All right, so that's Toyin's story. Fun fact, I actually just ordered some of her flour because I actually like to bake. So I'm excited to check out some of her products, really excited to bake with her products. So just sharing that I'm really excited about the success that she's had. All right, so next up, if you're ready to get started, I have some information for you I want to share with you really quickly. All right, so next step. So what do you do next? For those who've heard all this information and are really interested. So first and foremost, you want to sign up for the program. I think Troy already popped it in the chat, so that's great. So go ahead and sign up. You want to make sure that you have your certification as a minority business enterprise. So I'm going to cover that in a slide in a few moments. We want to make sure that we're able to verify that you are a Black-owned business. Then you can review the beginner's guide to selling on Amazon.com. After you sign up, after you join, a dedicated account rep will reach out to you with the instructions on how to open that professional seller account. Then from there, once you join, you'll be able to upload your products to your catalog, and then you'll be able to discuss activating the Black Business Accelerator program benefits with your account representative. So it's pretty easy to join today, and we'll talk about that in a moment as well. So as I mentioned, we do have a process of verifying that your business is a Black-owned business. And so we have 4 options for you. Some of you may already have some of these certifications. Others may need to consider which one you want to pursue for your business. So the first option is through the U.S. System for Award Management. The second is through the Small Business Administration. The third is through NMSDC, or National Minority Supplier Development Council. And the fourth is through Supplier Gateway. And so these are all 4 certifications that we accept, and you will be able to talk to your account manager about that as well. But this is a part of the process of joining the accelerator. You will have the option of these 4 in order to verify that you are a Black-owned business. So what's next? I threw a lot of information at you. So if I were to say you should recall a couple of things. One, remember that Amazon's Black Business Accelerator is all about empowering Black entrepreneurs, employees, and communities. And so we know that there's a ripple effect when we do empower entrepreneurs. You make impact and investment in your communities. You hire people, you become a part of the local ecosystem that just further accelerates our community. So when we want you to join the Black Business Accelerator, it's a very simple process, and you can visit amazon.com/BBA to learn more about the announcement that we made on June 15th, and then to also join the program. Second, today is a very big day. I'm so excited to be with you all today on Thursday, July 1st. Today, we have launched our $10,000 cash grant applications. As I mentioned, we partnered with an organization called Hello Alice, which is committed to empowering small businesses. And we are working with them to administer the grant. And so you become a part of the Hello Alice community. If I were to say, step 1 is to join Amazon's Black Business Accelerator. Step 2 is to become a part of the Hello Alice community, and we'll share the link on how you can join the Hello Alice community. And then you actually submit your application through Hello Alice and the community that we have for the accelerator on their website. A third would be to stay connected to us. We see this as just the beginning. This is a minimum of a 4-year commitment. And we just want to make sure that you stay connected as we make new announcements, as we announce different elements of the program to continue to invest in you as Black business owners and entrepreneurs. We want to make sure that you are in the know. So make sure that you bookmark sell.amazon.com/BBA so that you can stay up to date on the latest BBA news, information, and updates. And with that, I want to thank you for your time. I think we're going to open up for some Q&A, but hopefully that was helpful. I look forward to engaging in the Q&A.
Yes, it was. Indeed, it was. Thank you very much, Maxine, as well as thank you, Alyssa, for setting the tone for the Black Business Accelerator. Very exciting. Must admit, when I saw the toy with EA Foods, I got some definite ideas. We have several individuals within our Urban Chamber family that are in the food and beverage space. So definitely some opportunities there, as well as for other products. Well, let me first get started by asking this question. I mentioned earlier that the Urban Chamber attempts to be a portal and a platform for resources like this. So moving forward, from your perspective, either Alyssa or Maxine, what would you like the Urban Chamber to do to continue to, first of all, get the word out, but then provide ongoing support?
Sure, I can start. Well, this is really the beginning of the conversation from our perspective. So we hope that you will take the information that we've shared with you in this presentation and get it out to your networks. We know that you are on the ground, you're talking to your fellow business owners, you're learning from one another. So spread the word. Go to the website, apply today. As Maxine said, today's day 1 of being able to apply, and we have till the end of the month. So we want everybody to look into this program and see if it's the right one for them. We'd also invite you to continue the conversation with us, either through Ken or connecting with us directly. We'll provide that information so you can learn more about other programs that we may have coming online and other opportunities for your business. So really, this is an open invitation for the beginning of that conversation.
Thank you very much, Alyssa. And with that, we'll go into some of the questions, and I'll try to go in order as best possible. The first one was, Maxine, this is for you. You were explaining the $500 credit. Could you maybe go over it again or just give a little bit more detail on what's involved with the $500 credit?
Absolutely. So once you sign up to become a professional seller through the program, it eventually becomes a part of a credit in your account. So you have an account where you can utilize it for things, different things as a seller. And so it becomes a part of a credit within your account once you join the program.
Okay. And then the related question was, for the grant that starts today, and we want people to jump right on this, is it only available to people that are part of the Accelerator program?
I'm so glad you asked that question. Yeah, so step one is to join Amazon's Black Business Accelerator. So that's why I reiterated, be sure to visit the site and become a part of the program today. And then step two is to become a part of the Hello Alice community, which is where you can apply specifically for the $10,000 cash grants. In addition, I did not mention the date that the grant application closes, but that date is Thursday, July 29th. So time is of the essence. We want to make sure that everyone on this call who's interested, or anyone who's interested, does not miss that window of opportunity. So would encourage everyone to sign up today, to join the program today.
And some individuals mentioned that they had either previously already established accounts with Amazon, or they were just about to launch an account with Amazon. So the question would be, if they already have an existing account or they have a relatively new account, can they still get that new account to be part of this program?
Great question. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are still eligible to become a part of the Black Business Accelerator, even if you've set up an account before. And oftentimes there's a little disparity in, like, I've set up an account versus I've set up a professional seller account. So there is a difference. So just make sure that, you do understand which account you have set up. But yes, you can definitely sign up for the program, even if you have done so before.
And to me, that sounds like a golden opportunity to get some of the strategic advising or the mentorship. So once again, is giving those types of questions to the mentor the type of advice or consultation they can expect on an ongoing basis?
Absolutely. We are investing in a minimum of 1 year with this account manager who can walk alongside each of the sellers and figure out their strategy for their specific product or products. And we just want to encourage people, even if you've been selling on Amazon for years, join the program. We want to make sure that, as you mentioned, you have access to this golden opportunity. We welcome everyone. So please spread the word and join today.
And I'm really going to emphasize that one of the things we say at the Urban Chambers, that we're not saying you can't make the entrepreneurship journey by yourself, but we encourage you to make it with us. So to that end, I want to emphasize what Maxine just shared. Even if you've already been doing this before, please join this program and leverage every single resource that they have to make you even more successful. One question was, is it possible to get a copy of the slides? I know, once again, this is going Facebook Live through our page, and I think the Congressman's page. But in addition to that, is it possible to get a copy of the slides, the PDF form that we in turn can share through the registration list? And that's for Alyssa or Maxine.
Maxine, I don't know if the slides can be made available, but certainly the information that we've included in those slides, we can make available to this group. So we can take that back and provide that to you.
And the one thing that I'll emphasize is that we are recording this. So what I would encourage everyone to do is, if you know people that were unable to join us today, let them know that we'll be making a copy of this recording available. Someone asked the question, is the DBE certificate the same thing as the certification that you're a Black-owned business? And DBE is Disadvantaged Business Enterprise here in the state, as well as it's a federal program.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back to the slide. If we could pull, I don't know if we can pull that back up. If not, so the slide where we talked about kind of getting started today and the 4 valid certifications that the BBA accepts. So those, I just want to reiterate those 4 certifications. So they're through the U.S. System for Award Management, the Small Business Administration, the National Minority Supplier Development Council, and then the Supplier Gateway certification. So those are the 4 that we do accept for this program.
And
this is the slide.
And just very quickly, everyone, if you look at this slide, this will let you know the acceptable methods in terms of certification. Continuing on, someone asked the question, can nonprofits apply for this program and grant?
Yeah, that's a great question. So if you have a product to sell, right? So I'm not sure exactly how all the nonprofits are set up where you are, but if you have a product to sell, you can sign up to become a seller on Amazon. So the minimum entry point for this program is that you have a physical product to sell on Amazon.com. So this is not for services or other types of offerings. You have to have a physical product to sell. So if they have a physical product to sell, they can become a seller.
And a related question to that, Maxine, is what if there's someone that they don't quite have the product, but they're in the process of creating it and they're almost ready to provide it? Can they go ahead and get started in this program?
Absolutely, they can. And so we know that people are going to be at different stages. Some people will just be launching their business, some will be building it, some will be scaling it. And so we want to encourage you to go ahead and sign up for the program and get going in that journey. And we want to be a part of that journey with you.
And does the product have to be patented or have some other type of protection for their intellectual property?
Yeah, Alyssa, do you want to talk a little bit about that side?
To my knowledge, the product does not have to be patented. The question of sort of the protections that you would want to have to ensure that your product is authentic and being appropriately sold, you would want to talk to folks about that, and we could assist you with some of that, but it does not have to be patented per se to be a part of this program.
Okay. And is there a limit to the number of $10,000 grants that will be awarded? I know sometimes, unfortunately, like with PPP and some of the other programs, they had a finite amount of funds that were available. So is there a similar situation with this opportunity?
Yeah, so this is our first round of grants, and I would say this is the floor, not the ceiling. We are just getting started, and we are so excited to invest in Black-owned businesses. So this is the very first round. It will be for a select number of sellers, but this is just the beginning, and that's why we want everyone to stay tuned and stay connected.
Okay. Someone asked the question, do products have to be shipped from an Amazon fulfillment center, or can they ship them directly from their business location?
Yeah, that's a great question. So as a seller, you get the option to decide what works the best for your business. And again, we realize that everyone is at a different stage in their journey. And so there are some who are already dedicated to being a fulfillment by Amazon seller. Others ship on their own. So it's a personal decision based on the business and where you are. We do now know that our fulfillment network has been in existence for decades, and we've really honed that technology. And so there is an advantage to being a part of our FBA or Fulfillment by Amazon program, but sellers do get the option to decide what works for their business at this time.
Okay, thank you. There was a question about fees associated with selling with this program, and what I would let everyone know is that Troy Claire has put a link that gives you information on selling fees. And once again, what we will do at the Urban Chamber is we're obviously already recording this, but in addition to that, we will save the notes from the chat and figure out a way to create a Q&A list and the responses, as well as, most importantly, the links that have been shared. So that's regarding the question about fees associated with this program. Next question, I sell books on Amazon, and I think we have several authors in our Urban Chamber family, but I sell books on Amazon and have books in stock. Can I still be a seller in this program?
Hey, Ken, before we move to that question, I just want to follow up on the fees question. So I want to make sure, again, that everyone understands that the program and its benefits are completely free to all participants. Standard selling fees do apply to items sold by sellers in general for any seller on Amazon. But our participants within the Black Business Accelerator receive a package of that dedicated support to help them grow their business with that strategic guidance, mentorship, marketing, et cetera. And our goal is to really position our small business selling partners for success. And so that's why we started the Black Business Accelerator, and that's why we will continue to invest in it. So just want to make sure everyone does know, program is completely free, all of the benefits, and we're dedicated to the success as well.
Excellent. And then the question about if they have books on Amazon and in stock, can they still participate in this program?
No, unfortunately, they cannot if they have books that they sell that are in stock.
Okay. And then someone asked the question, they may not already have their MBE certification or some other type of certification. How long after applying do they have to get their certification to continue to participate in the program?
Yeah, that's a great question. So again, we encourage people to join today so that they can, apply for the grants. We do have the certification criteria and timing in accordance to the 4 certifying agencies on our website. So we want to encourage everybody to visit the website. It does vary, and so we do have options that do support different timing in terms of receiving your certification. So that's why we wanted to provide a diverse selection of certifying agencies. So we encourage everyone to look into each of them and figure out which one is best for them.
Okay. And then a related question, again, on the subject of books is, what if they don't already have books in stock or on Amazon? Can they, as an author, participate in this opportunity?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So again, the question earlier was about having books in stock right now. So it sounds like these are people who will potentially become authors. And so in that
Correct.
case, they're future sellers. And so we would absolutely welcome them to the program.
Perfect. Perfect. And for clarification, the person just wanted to make sure that they understood if they already have books sold on Amazon, they cannot participate in this program, for clarification.
Yes, if they have books in stock right now, they cannot participate in the program.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. Also have an individual that when they go to the Seller Central area, they're experiencing some challenges. So can they get in this program and potentially have a contact? I think you mentioned you have account executives that can help them out. So is that an example of why you would want to be in this program?
Absolutely. And I just want to go back to the question around, the situation where, I responded with no, you cannot. We still want to encourage people to just explore, right? So if you sign up, join the program, you're able to see, maybe there's a future product that you want to sell. So maybe you will still become a part of the program for a different product or products that you're interested in selling. So don't count it out. We encourage everyone to at least explore it if you do have even a small amount of interest. So I just want to reiterate that. I just lost the question that you actually posed. Sorry about that, Ken. It just flew away.
No, the second part of the question is the fact that if they're having error messages or other challenges, that's a perfect reason to get into the program because the account
Absolutely.
executive can help research things like that and resolve it.
Absolutely. And if you look at the core benefits of the program, some of that is from feedback that we've received and heard. And so we want to make sure that we set businesses up for success. And that's part of the reason why there's a minimum of a 12-month relationship with an account manager to really help develop that strategy based on every individual seller's situation. And so that is absolutely why we do that. So once you join the program, you will have access to that individual. You'll be able to email them, call them, and connect with them, and they can help you develop your specific strategy for your products.
Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the books because I know I have a lot of authors out there. Here's what I'm going to suggest. If you're not sure or it's not clear, sign up and don't self-eliminate or don't try to interpret the presentation today. Sign up, and then that will allow Amazon or the representative to step them through what you are eligible to do. And that's in response to the question about having books in stock, but not in stock on Amazon. The best thing to do, sign up for the program and make your way through the process is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ken.
Yep. Someone asked the question about the 4 certification agencies. So are you able to maybe verbally quickly repeat
Absolutely.
those 4 agencies?
Yep. So the 4 agencies are first, the U.S. System for Award Management, also known as SAM. The second is the Small Business Administration, also known as the SBA. The third is the National Minority Supplier Development Council, also known as NMSDC. And the fourth is Supplier Gateway.
And we will hold this slide up for about 30 seconds to give everyone a chance to view this. And while we're doing that, just what I'd like to let everyone know is we have about 5 minutes left in our Q&A. So whether you want to type it into the Q&A or put it in the chat, this is the last call for questions, if you will. But rest assured, we've recorded this. It's on Facebook Live. In addition to that, we'll be compiling both the Q&A as well as the chat comments and sending something out to the registration list. Plus, I anticipate we'll be sharing this with our Urban Chamber family members. And let me check to see how we're doing on questions here. I think they've been coming in hot and heavy, and I want to say thank you again to Alyssa and Maxine for doing this. And I think we have covered everything. Okay, here we go. We did have 2 more questions. One question was, is there a limit on the number of people that can register in the Black Business Accelerator program?
Great question. There's no cap for participation. So we welcome anyone and everyone who's interested to join the program.
And at the same time, if someone registers, but they have a few items that are missing from their portfolio, will there be an extension if something is missing?
An extension on, are you talking about the grant application or the program?
I'm going to break it up. One part is the grant application, and then the other part is participating in the Accelerator program.
Yeah, so for the Accelerator, again, we don't have a cap or a timeline there. So people will have time to, get the certifications in order to figure out which one is best for them. Amazon is not a certifying body, so the sellers will have to decide which certification is best for them and go through that process. The grant, we do have a solid date of, a hard stop of July 29th for this first round for the application. And so they will have to be able to complete the entire application. And again, it starts with first joining the BBA program. So that's why I said, time is of the essence. I would encourage everyone, if you're remotely interested, to go ahead and do that today. And so that you can be a part of the application process for the grant as well.
And if they need technical assistance or have questions, just to initially get either the registration done or to get the grant application done, is there a phone number or a contact or an email that can help assist them in either getting the registration done for the Accelerator program or getting the grant application done?
Yeah, so for both of the programs, so I would encourage people to visit the website for those details, to be able to be connected to some of the FAQs. Some of the questions may be already addressed in the FAQs for each, but we have everything on those websites.
Yes, perfect. Okay, well, we're close to winding down here, and I think I covered all the questions that I received, Q&A, direct message, as well as in the chat. I've been scrolling along here and trying to do them. And I want to say thank you to all our Urban Chamber family, but I also know there are other people that joined because people did a very good job of sharing it via social media or direct message. So I want to say thank you to all our participants. Great questions. And I want to say thank you again to Alyssa and Maxine for joining us today. As we wrap up here, let me see, okay, someone asked the question, is there a specific link for the Black Business Accelerator registration? And yes, there is, and that has been shared, and we will continue to share it throughout the course of the next few days. Cannot overemphasize the importance of applying for the grant today, because I sense that there'll be a high demand nationally, and in addition to that, it'll be first come, first serve. I would assume. Is that a correct assumption on my part?
So there's an actual application process. I didn't go into detail on this call, but there is an application process with questions and other things that you'd have to go through to apply. So I encourage people to join the Hello Alice community, and then they can see the actual application that launched today.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yes, that really underscoring, go to the site. If you have a pen on you, you can go to sell.amazon.com/programs/Black Business Accelerator. If you scroll to the top of the chat, you'll see that link there. Please just go check it out. If you have questions, reach out, call Ken. Ken will have our information. We can assist in walking you through that process or getting you matched with somebody on the team who can help with that program. So please don't feel like you have to do this by yourself. We're here to answer questions and make sure that you can walk through this process in a way that's supportive. So we are here to help you do that.
And someone from my staff, I want to say thank you, Delisa Stewart from my staff. As always, she's on point with the questions, but also publicizing the link. What I want to say to everyone is, if you do have questions that you'd like to route through the Urban Chamber, please either use our phone number, 702-648-6222, or better yet, the best thing to do is send an email to info@urbanchamber.org. Again, that's info@urbanchamber.org. That gives us some written record and communication to follow up and forward as necessary to either Alyssa, Maxine, or the appropriate Amazon representative. With that, what I'd like to do now is give each of our panelists some time to give some maybe 1 minute of closing remarks. Alyssa, if you would, just your thoughts on the tone and the importance of today's launch.
Absolutely. First of all, we're just very excited and pleased to have a chance to talk with you. I loved all the questions because it gives us an opportunity to make sure that we're sharing the right information. So thank you for giving us that feedback. Congressman Horsford, we really appreciate you inviting us to speak to your constituents. Ken, thank you so much for organizing and being the host of the program. And then for all the members who took time out of their schedules today to learn more about the program, thank you for participating. This is a multi-year effort, and we want your partnership to make it a success. So if you're a small business owner watching and you're interested in learning more about the program or the grant application, go to the website, check it out. We are very excited to hear from you, to see your applications, and begin partnering with you. That's all I have. Please reach out if you need anything.
Thank you very much again, Alyssa. And Maxine, final closing remarks on people making the journey.
Yeah, so first, thank you again for this opportunity. I get really excited about the Black Business Accelerator because I know that our community can utilize it and it will really help build economic equity. So I'm just excited about the more people we share it with and your villages and your networks and your spheres of influence. So excited that you'll be able to share it. I look forward to seeing what we can build together. And I just want to reiterate the next steps, right? So first, join the Black Business Accelerator program. That's number one. Number two is to join the Hello Alice community, and that's where you'll have access to the grant application. The grant application launched today, so this is a great day to host this, and it closes on Thursday, July 29th, and we encourage you to bookmark the site, sign up for alerts, become a part of our community. I'm just excited to be here, so thank you again for this opportunity.
And thank you, Maxine. I really appreciate you and the information you shared. And my final closing remarks are going to be, let's take action as well as let's share the information. So that means let's right away get signed up for the Black Business Accelerator program. And number two, let's go to the Hello Alice site and get those grant applications in. And if you need assistance, the Urban Chamber stands ready to continue to be a portal and a platform for resources. In addition to that, I want to say thank you very much to Congressman Horsford, Asha, and the entire team there. We appreciate working to do whatever we can to support your constituents and beyond. I also want to say thank you very much, Alyssa, Maxine, Troy, Ellie, and everyone from the Amazon team. Look forward to having you be part of the Urban Chamber family. This is a great way to get things kicked off. And finally, what I want to say is this: we're really big on results, impacts, and making things happen. So what that means is I really hope that we will have some success stories, and maybe we'll have one of our members be that featured video that you show in future presentations. So I'm putting that expectation out there in the universe. Thank you again to everyone who participated today. We will make sure that we get the compilation of the notes out there for you. In addition to that, we'll be publicizing a copy of the recording via our social media and other Urban Chamber communication channels. So with that, thank you all very much. Let's get busy and let's make some things happen. Thank you all.
Thank you.